Hey guys, welcome. We're gonna go ahead and enjoy some more games. I could be studying for my chemistry test tomorrow. I could be being responsible. Instead, we've got StarCraft. Because StarCraft rules over all. So we're going to be spawning directly on top of Mtože.ThorZain, going to be the green Terran on the left, going up against always manner. We've got MspodStephano, whose little does not equal sign that is in his name is the most annoying thing to try and find and get into the overlay ever. But luckily, Google is my friend. So he's going to be the pink Zerg in the bottom. We're going to see these guys duking out on MLG Shattered Temple. And I believe it's MLG Shattered Temple. I haven't seen this in Play Depots, but I'm going to go ahead and assume it is because this is obviously not a ladder game. So we're going to find out what's going to be the deal pretty soon. But ThorZain is someone that everyone should really know. And also, you see I have the CC in his name. Mouse just picked up a sponsor. This is Card Coaches. And so now they go for mouzCC. I was casting Marvin the Zotac up and actually asking him about what the deal was with the CC in his name because he did get a name change on his NA account. And he was like, yeah, it's a new sponsor, Card Coaches. So right off the bat, just hearts to Card Coaches, and thank you very, very much for helping esports because sponsors are always a glorious thing to get for your team. So let's go ahead and talk about Stephano, because Stephano is someone everybody's got to be so aware of. He is probably the best foreigner Zerg out there. I'm sure you can make little arguments for other people, but Stephano has had an incredible impact on pretty much Zerg play in general. People are seriously copying his style for ZVP with that really max style of very fast roaches, getting those rounds of drones early on that you normally really couldn't get. They're very fast third base, the delaying the gas, doing all of these fancy things that have been really subtle fancy things, but are giving Zerg quite good timings that are frustrating a lot of tosses out there. But he's playing ZVT at the moment. And his ZVT, I believe, is very Ling-centric. Infestors are definitely a part of his play as well. He's very good with those. And I'm kind of curious to see whether or not he's going to switch it up and go for a Muta play in this game. Because if he goes for Mutas, he's got this close air thing that he could go ahead and try and use and abuse a little bit. But there are people who are under the impression that Muta play in general is what? Oh, that's just someone just screwing with the replay and editing it. But yeah, so ThorZain could go ahead and try and do something interesting. And the thing is, Idra has been directly quoted in talking about how in ZVT, infestors are pretty much your only option. Mutas are getting to be kind of outdated. I don't want to say outdated because they can still win, because a lot of Zerg players are still comfortable with Mutas, can use them quite effectively, but there are issues in... Actually, first off, we're going to see I have a reactor. I should probably stop talking about the generalities of the match and start actually going for this actual game. But we're going to see the reactor going on to this bear, so I'm probably see the reactor Hellion expansion. Just need a little bit more gas, so there it is, and the reactor goes down instantaneously. So good time by ThorZain, good awareness there. He's got a couple SCVs queued up, but at this point of the game, it's not exactly a huge loss of resources. Stephano's now moving out with his Lings. He actually has one guy in his gas, and he's getting his metabolic boost, so he's not taking everybody out. He may just use this as a nice barometer for his lair timings, and it's a great way to actually keep a timer on for what you need to do and time out your builds. Because as you can see, the gas is slowly creeping up, and it gives you a whole lot of just knowledge of what you should be doing at that time, because it's a lot easier than saying, okay, I gotta do this when I'm about to get this, and then when this is finishing, I guess I can do that. You can literally just look up this, and it acts as a kind of a time. You can sort of use the game timer in a similar manner. But sometimes with reactions and weird things happen in the early game, you can sort of miss up those timings and your builds get messed up by the game timer. But if you only ever have one guy in the gas, you can sort of use that as a way to keep track of things as well. But now we're watching as another barracks is being made by ThorZain. He's got a weird just line of buildings. It's kind of awkward looking at to have this right at the ramp. And I think it honestly actually kind of hurts his ability to defend things. Because he can't get as much of a concave up on this part of the ramp. But his expansion has now gone down because the reactor Hellion expansion is the most standard thing ever. Stephano is content to just right now spawn larva and move along. And it looks like he has thrown down his Roach Warren. So he could go, ooh, we have just a big Ling Roach push. Metabolic boost is done. We're watching as he's getting out some more Lings right now, which is kind of a normal time for the exit. Start worrying about those Hellions, the map presence, and just weird pushes from Terran in general. But with this Roach Warren done, oh, and he's getting a Baneling Nest. Ooh, Stephano could be pulling out some of that cheese. As you can see right now, his drone count is solid, but it could still be higher at this point. He's really choosing to get out these units. You can see 4 roaches, 5 roaches are coming into production. He's enough for another one. Yeah, there's 6 now. He may just continue pumping out. There's 7. Will he just get more? He could literally go up to 8 right now if he really wanted. Yep, there's the 8. I feel like the count, I'm going like 1 roach, 2 roach, 3 roach, and just moving on and on the crazy count lap. But now we're watching roaches popping out. They're going to be in time to force the Hellions to hopefully die. But look at this building placement too. We see how Stephano's going to be able to completely corner those Hellions, and we're going to see that they will be falling. There's no way that's going to be allowed to escape. Okay. Roaches down there, but ooh, 2 more Hellions are going to move in from the top, sneaking in to do some more damage. ThorZain is doing a great job of delaying Stephano right now, and he's going to see all these roaches and pretty much just need to prepare for attack, because there's no way Zerg wouldn't try and counterattack after taking economic losses. I mean, granted, he didn't take as many as there really could have been, but we're seeing ThorZain responding accordingly. He's getting bunkers, he's got SCVs that he's pulling to his main, I guess. He actually is really undersaturated there. But his starport is down. He's getting out his first siege tank. Siege mode is 3/4 of the way done. Probably not going to be quite in time to actually deal with this push from Stephano. We're watching as the Banes are coming in, and we're having the Zerg Hatchery Tech 111 right now with the triple threat of these units. Now we're seeing him pushing in. We see the tank on the top is actually do a lot of damage against those roaches. We're going to see a mule coming in to try and help with the mass repair, but that's not going to go so well because the mule is just going to... Wait a second, no way is that going to survive. The Bane's going to come in and take that out. There's a good retreat on those... every single Bane just got used? What, Stephano? You could have just kept... only used a single one of them or none at all, and just moved in and taken down this bunker with those Banes. They need to be in a... such a better spot. I don't know why I'm talking to you because there's no way you actually can hear this. But now we're going to watch as this bunker is going to go ahead and probably stay alive because we got these tanks moving. There's still this guy on the high ground. Look at the kill count on him. 17. Maybe the tank sniped the Banes. That could actually be explaining, in which case it's just ThorZain's awesomeness that is making Stephano probably unhappy. Now we've got this 1 roach going to fall. That's going to be the end of that push. Stephano has chosen to drone behind all this. He's getting down his Evo chamber, and his lair is going to go ahead and try and transition out of this attack, and that is actually going to be a little difficult. You see his drone count is actually a little bit over ThorZain, so it's not inconceivable that he can get back into this. However, he's now been even on 2 bases for quite a while. Stephano was going to have to deal with the early expansion of ThorZain and how that economy hasn't really been damaged. I mean, you can see that Stephano's only killed 4 SCVs, and ThorZain has killed 7 with harassment. That's continuing with this drop. So he's going to kill even more drones at this point. Plus, this queen is probably going to fall too. And if that falls, that's a big loss. We're going to see this other queen's going to fall. He could literally pick off 2 queens right now. Those lings are going to go ahead and easily die, and the aggression from ThorZain right now is being very, very good. This queen's going to manage to spawn larva before it gets killed, but apparently the spine core is literally enough for the queen to stay alive, and it's on hold position. That's really smart. Queens are notorious for getting re-aggroed and all this other stuff. But wait a second, Stephano's going to save. Oh, ThorZain ends up not attacking this Evo chamber for a couple seconds to deal with the lings, and he ends up not being able to pick it off. That is big, because this carapace upgrade is hugely important for those siege tanks. When they're in siege mode and there's and they're actually got no attack upgrades, and there's 1 carapace out, Zerglings need 2 shots in order for them to actually die from the tanks. So that carapace upgrade not being stopped is going to be huge for Stephano to try and make sure that these lings are effective for longer. But he's now taking his 3rd base in the mid-right. Things are looking to be pretty solid for him if ThorZain wasn't doing this, because he's stabilizing to take too much damage from the drop. All things considered, but this could be a very unfortunate push coming in from ThorZain. So there's the scan. We're going to see that there's nothing really quite up in play yet. Now we're going to watch as they're going to see pushing in. We see the Bane getting a nice explosion on some Marines, but 3 tanks are still alive, and ThorZain is going to continue pushing in, and this is going to be very unhappy. You have only Banes. Those are going to get... There's the split. They are going to get targeted down. There's a big clump of 3 that can get targeted, and they don't do anything, but there is the well played, and that is going to be game for Stephano. And apparently this was actually a best of series, because Stephano just said good luck in the finals. Not sure what tournament this was from. I just grabbed off the internet, but I hope you enjoy, as that was a pretty cool game, as ThorZain ends up taking down Stephano in a solid game. So right off the bat, I'm just going to say thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'm just going to go ahead and say goodbye. Unfortunately, I don't have all the replays from the series, so just good solid game all around. So regardless, it's fun to see. Thank you very much.